It's the third week of our school year. How have you been? I hope you have been adjusting well to this new normal. But of course, as we embark on this new journey, there are some challenges that we encounter. You might have felt overwhelmed by the many learning tasks and activities which you need to accomplish. Do you ever get that feeling where your brain feels too full? You have a bazillion tasks and priorities and not enough time in the day. Don't worry, because today we'll learn how to be overwhelmed so that you'll be more productive, but also feel calmer and more in control of your studying. Before we start, make sure you have a pen and paper ready. Are we all set? Great! At the end of this video, you are expected to number one, identify the different challenges encountered in dealing with school activities and how these challenges were dealt positively. Number two, compare the pros and cons in utilizing the various study habits. And number three, share insights on performing daily tasks in school. From your past module, you learned about the different learning styles and how these can affect your study habits. This time, we'll learn how we can conquer the clouds of challenges and make some real progress in our studies. Let's begin with a simple learning task. Take a look at these pictures. Can you identify the possible challenges that the learner in each picture is experiencing? Well, I'm sure you can. So please write your answers on your paper. Here are pictures 1 and 2. Pause this video as you write your answer. Next, here are pictures 3 and 4. Again, pause this video as you continue writing your answers. The pictures have shown some of the challenges that learners like you experience. One student in the picture looks like he hasn't slept yet just to answer his learning materials. Looks like he's busy answering all his activities so that he can submit on time. On the other hand, one seems like having a poor or unstable internet connection, while one looks like he got distracted by his phone and the other one seems unmotivated. Now think about this. What do you think is the most challenging situation for you in the pictures? Among the challenges presented, where can you relate the most and why? How do you overcome and deal with it positively? This time, let's explore this worksheet named The Cloud of One's Life. Pick the different challenges written in the clouds that you have encountered or are facing right now. Then, copy this table on your paper and write your answers. In the first column, write down the challenges inside the clouds that you have experienced. On the second column, you are going to write down the factors or reasons in experiencing these challenges. And on the last column, share the actions that you're going to do to still have a good study habit. For example, one of your challenges is difficulty understanding a subject. And the reason for that is because the topics are too complicated for you and you need more explanation and samples. And what you plan to do is to ask for help from your teacher, siblings, classmates, or friends. Okay? Pause this video as you write your answers. Looking at your answers, what do you feel when you recall those challenges? How different or similar are the study habits in various challenges? How do you look at these challenges in relation to your academic success? Challenges are normal occurrences in life. As we know, life is not always perfect. Like a road, it has many bends, ups and downs, but that is its beauty. Challenges come to us and it can either make you or break you. Everyone faces challenges in life. It's a matter of how you learn to overcome them and use them to your advantages. This health crisis situation that we are experiencing is a challenge in itself. We sometimes struggle to remember and apply all the necessary health and safety protocols from authorities. We struggle to avoid going to places if it is not necessary. We struggle to find safe ways to keep in touch with family, friends, and loved ones while observing physical distancing. Even the learning setup is a challenge not only for you, but for your classmates, parents, family members, teachers, and friends as well. Indeed, these are challenging times. But the most challenging times bring us the most empowering lessons. Life is about accepting the challenges along the way, choosing to keep moving forward, and savoring the journey. We must constantly equip ourselves with ways on how we can rise above these challenges and deal with it positively. As students, we have to develop effective study habits for the attainment of exemplary performance not only in school but in life later on. Here are the suggested strategies or ways to help you achieve academic success. Let's use the acronym STRATEGY. S stands for Set Your Academic Goal for this school year. Academic goals are important because that will give you direction and purpose. T. Track your development through daily and weekly study plan. Remember, what separates a person from achieving their goals and not achieving their goals is staying focused and being persistent in following through. R. Recognize the need for help or assistance from your parents, teachers, and other adults in relation to your academic needs. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It shows you have the courage to admit when you don't know something and to learn something new. A. Accomplish your learning tasks ahead of time. Organize your schedule, manage your time wisely, and stick with your routine. T. Thoroughly check the quality, quantity, and presentation of your outputs before submission. It won't hurt to spend a few minutes reviewing your outputs. This will ensure that you have covered everything correctly and your efforts won't be wasted. E. Exercise efficiency in the use of time, materials, and efforts in achieving academic goal. G. Gather all possible resources from books and other resources in order to have better understanding of the topic in your classes. And Y. Learn to perform better and remember your motivation, study skills, and study habits. Don't be pushed by your problems. Be led by your dreams. Likewise, as much as possible, learn to avoid the following. This time, we'll use the acronym WASTE. W stands for wasting time or doing irrelevant activities while having classes, like playing online games, chatting, watching movies or TV series, and daydreaming. Of course, you can do this, but not during your study time. A. Allowing peers to dictate your plans and actions. S. Stressing yourself to the point that you cannot function well. T. Thoughts that are negative like difficulty of the subject, chance of failure, and inability to learn new lessons. And letter E. Exhibiting unhealthy behavior like poor sleeping habits, excessive use of gadgets, or not taking time to relax. Keep in mind that the strategies we have discussed cannot be mastered overnight. All study habits which are proven effective and efficient take time, hard work, and practice. Whenever you take it upon yourself to apply the strategies seriously, you will begin to see that the challenges you encounter within and outside the school setting are not as overwhelming or discouraging as before. At this point, let's think about your expectations before the start of the school year 2020-2021, as well as the things that happened during the first month of classes. Draw a pie in your answer sheet and let's make an expectation versus reality story pie. Pause this video as you write your answer. How was it? Does your expectation match with what actually happened? Now this time, we're going to complete the sentences on the presentation by writing the best phrase that applies. You may select your answers from the boxes on the right. Pause this video, and once you're done, we'll check your answers. Alright, let's check. Number 1. Take a deep breath. Relax and do not put extreme unnecessary pressure on yourself during your lessons. Number 2. One way of having good study habits is to avoid cramming. It is better to review your notes ahead of time and study slowly but surely in a span of days than study everything in one go. Number 3. Set specific goals that you can integrate in your routine. Consistency is one way of having good study habits. Number 4. Having good study habits can be of immense help to students in acquiring knowledge and skills. Number 5. Good study habits also boost self-esteem, especially during exams and tests. Number 6. Some people learn better when they enjoy a group study. Number 7. Each study session has its own activities. These may come in many forms such as memorizing vocabulary, solving problems, or reading a whole chapter. And number 8. When you are surrounded with distractions such as noise and social media, you tend to lose focus, which can interfere in your study time. Congratulations! You've made it to the last part of our video. Copy this table to your answer sheet. Write the pros, the advantages, or cons, the disadvantages, and your insights for each listed study habit. For example, time management. A pro or advantage of time management is less stress and more productivity. But its disadvantage is that time management is also time consuming. And I think time management can make you more focused, more organized, and a better student in general. Now it's your turn. Good luck! I just want to end this video by saying that everything is going to be okay. Some of you might find yourselves wondering if you're ever going to succeed. Who else out there wonders if the stress will ever fade away? When will the day come that we take our last exam or write our last paper? When is this all going to end? I just want to remind everyone out there that whenever you feel overwhelmed, just take a step back and take a deep breath. We are our own worst enemies, and we psych ourselves out. The most important thing to do is remain positive in the darkest of storms that cloud our lives and make us feel helpless. It is not about how hard life knocks us down. What matters is how fast we get back up. You need to keep pushing forward even though you don't think you can, because I am here to tell you that you can. We all fail at times, but that doesn't mean we are a failure. It just means we slip up. Remember not to overreact to one bad grade, because it is, in fact, not the end of the world. Be gentle with yourself and never lose focus of what matters. You are going to be stressed, and it is okay. You are going to mess up, and it is okay. If you mess up, think about how you can do better next time and don't dwell on what already happened. It's something you cannot change. Life is full of obstacles, and quite often, we find ourselves lost in a cloudy abyss, unaware of what is going to happen. There will come a day where we will look back and wonder what it was that we were ever even worried about in the first place. So next time you're stressed, take a step back. Inhale and laugh. Remember who you are and why you're here. You are never given anything in this world you can't handle. Be strong, be flexible, love yourself, and love others. Always remember, just keep moving forward.